Hello and welcome. Hello and welcome.
If you're new around here, you might be asking yourself, what is Sneakbike?
Well, we won't dig into the lore of the name right now. We're always happy to tell you more about who we are and what we do.
Our main goal is to build a community through retro gaming.
And we believe in creating a safe space where we lift each other up along the way.
We're all about learning new things.
Stepping outside of our comfort zones.
And serving up some friendly, casual competition.
Whoever you are, whatever your background, we'd love to hang and play some games together.
So come on by, sign up for a race, or cheer on our racers, and show us what you've got.
Stay sneaky, friends.
In everyone, happy time zone. Good. How we doing? I hope you're all living your best little sneaky lives. Please excuse the huskiness of my voice, but it is 6 a.m. in Australia, and I'm so excited to be here. So excited to be hosting this with Bears today. It's just going to be so much fun. That channel trailer was amazing. A huge thank you and a huge shout out to Bears for making that and for those wonderful voices. We had Mel, Cos, and Jen all helping explain what Sneakbike is and what we're trying to do here on this channel. Good morning, Bears. How are you?
Good morning, Meg. What time is it for you?
Oh, it is so early. I'm one coffee in.
If you all don't know Meg, she is in Australia, where it happens to not be 3 p.m. for her. So thank you, Meg, for joining me and commentating this morning.
Oh, thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here, you guys. If you aren't too sure what Sneakbike is and the trailer didn't fully clarify things for you, let me give that a go myself. We've got 4 runners racing a retro game today. They do not know what the game is ahead of time. The first one to complete the given objective for the day is our number 1 best friend for the day. And you'll notice what we do, most of our things, scoring, mercy kills, it's all entirely arbitrary, but the fun is so genuine, and I'm so excited to actually be here and experiencing it today. It's going to be so great. Our main goal is just to build a community and to make all of the best friends that we can. So we couldn't do that without each and every one of you in chat here today. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. I'm so sorry. I've lost my place.
Please
Why am I like this?
I think you nailed it. I think on that note,
one of us does.
on that note, I think we can probably introduce our runners.
That sounds great.
All right. Today we have Ruben, 625 specifically, joining us as a returning racer. He's actually been streaming himself. He's been streaming himself, not other people, playing Witcher 3 and Control lately. We have Sleekbeak, also a returning racer and a previous commentator. He doesn't stream super often, but you can go follow them as well, and you'll be ready when they do stream. We also have Pam, aka April, who is a new racer with us today, and she's been streaming Stardew and Ori of the Wisps. Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
So Wisp and all those Oris.
The Wisp and Oris and the Stardews. Redbeard is also joining us as a new racer today, and he has been streaming Star Wars, World War Z, The Witcher, and Hades. So it's a really good lineup today. I'm excited to see how our racers fare with the game of the day. Meg, do you wanna shout out the Sneakbike team?
Oh, I would absolutely love to. I'd love to take a second to thank everyone that helps put this together, because this is one of the most amazing things I've seen on Twitch, and I'm so proud of each and every one of our Sneaky team members. A huge shout out and thank you to Mel for producing and picking our game today, to Jen and to Bears, of course, for doing that managing of the social medias. You guys are absolutely killing it, and Bears for making that channel trailer. It was gorgeous. I'm so proud of you.
Oh my gosh.
And a huge thank you to our mods. Oh my god, you stop. Huge thank you to our mods in chat today as well. We've got Cos, Ace, Tomato, and Rascal. Could not run Sneakbike without you, so thank you for being here today, guys. Look, with that, are we ready to get going?
Yeah, I think so. I can go in and tell our racers that we're ready. Do we have the game popping up potentially on stream? Oh, heck yeah.
Oh, look at that.
I've never heard of Sonic. Have you, Meg?
Not even one time. Is this a new game?
I think so. I'll be right back, Meg.
No worries. Thank you so much, Bears. Bears is going to pop over and tell our racers that we are ready to go. I'm so excited to see this. I opened the game briefly when Mel sent it to me and was completely overwhelmed with how busy this game is. So good luck to our racers today, because, oh boy.
It moves so quickly.
It's so fast. I know that's the whole point of Sonic, but it's so fast.
All right, it looks like it was hard to distinguish for me the the looping reel before pressing go and then the actual stage one, but it looks like a couple of our racers are diving into stage one.
Oh, yep, I see exactly what you mean. I was having the same confusion.
I had to really pay close attention. This will be a fun game to narrate because if you don't know the layout of all the zones, there are several zones. I don't feel like counting. The ones particularly of interest today are the Emerald Hill Zone, the Chemical Plant Zone, Aquatic Rune Zone, and then Casino Night Zone. And the objective is to beat Casino Night Zone 1, so they don't actually have to do Act 2 of Casino Night.
Oh, thank goodness for them, because this already looks insane. I see rings flying everywhere, and it's just exactly how I feel like that would go.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to try to distinguish the two acts between each zone, because it's obviously the graphics change a lot zone to zone, but in between, it's hard to.
In between, it's kind of all the same, isn't it?
It's a lot going on. It does look like. Looks like Sleek has actually progressed on to Zone 2.
Dang, look at Sleek go. That is some fast gameplay. He's embodying Sonic and just getting it done and as quickly as possible.
Yeah, April and Ruben are close behind. They actually, whoa, the sync up. The sync up for transition to Zone 2 is actually perfect.
That was incredible. I think that's going to be... They're quite close, although we seem to have stopped on one. Oh no, we're still going. I can't with these graphics. This is just, I love looking at these older games. And I say older because Sonic, this one in particular, is 1992. It's not an old game. Let's not say 92 is old, okay? Some of us might get offended.
Yeah. Just as a 2000 game might be an older game. It's not an old game still, you know?
No.
I didn't know that in 1990 Sega was looking for a game that would sell 1 million copies. Just a small 1 million with a character.
Just a casual 1 mil.
with a character who could compete against Nintendo's Super Mario. So I would say that Sonic definitely propelled close to that at least. No speed, pun intended.
I thought it was a Tails joke. I was so impressed.
Meg, please.
I was like, oh, look at her. She done her research.
Who's Tails?
Who's Tails? Well, I actually did do some research, and let me tell you.
Okay, please tell me.
Let me tell you, Tails is not actually his name, and I didn't know that. His name is Miles. And Sega America was like, nah, don't like that. So they had to go with the nickname Tails because apparently it just wasn't obvious enough what his skill was otherwise.
Miles Prower. Did you also see the last name?
Like a full name for this hedgehog.
Sonic just gets Sonic, middle name V, last name Hedgehog.
Oh, miles per hour. That makes so much sense. I didn't put that together.
That does make sense. I did not either. I like that.
The pun was too tricky, and they were like, "Nah, his name is Tails because he spin with tail."
Hedgehog and tail, the classic American animal.
Of course.
All right, so it looks like both Redbeard and Sleek are pretty far through the chemical plant. Redbeard just advanced to Act 2, and then I think Ruben just made it to chemical plant, while April is taking on that Eggman, who also has an interesting name. Meg, did you...
Do you know, I don't have anything about that. I'd love to hear.
Evo Robotnik.
Okay, well, they made some choices with this game. And, you know, if they were trying to catch up on Mario, I don't know how they got there, some of the names. But they did, and that's what's important.
Just call me Evo Robotnik, please. My friends call me Eggman.
Dr. Robotnik was my father. Please.
So Eggman is the main antagonist of Sonic, which I didn't really realize. I think I've played a little Sonic, but I don't know. I didn't know what was happening in it. I just liked that I could go fast and feel okay when I completed a level. Like, I felt like it was approachable for me.
Yeah, I feel like with these kind of games, you can get through a lot of it just almost on pure luck if you're really not trying.
Yes.
There's only so far you can get, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh no, were you not paying attention? You need skill for this.
Yeah, that's the kind of game that really fit my childhood the best, I think. All right, so April's still taking on the Eggman. Eggman, if you didn't know, I was looking up, I have a paragraph copied and pasted on Eggman, and it kind of sounds like a weird dating profile, but it says, this large scientist with an IQ of 300 dreams of dominating the world, but his constant plots to create his Eggman empire are always thwarted by Sonic and his friends.
I would swipe on that profile. That is 20 out of 10 dating profile right
300?
there.
Count me in.
$2.99, not high enough. Get out of here.
Oh, okay, cool. So Ruben just moved on to Zone 2 of Chemical Plant as well.
Absolutely smashing it.
Yeah. And it looks like April's on to the Chemical Plant too. Nice. Some of the portions of this Chemical Plant, I don't know, Meg, did you get a chance to play it recently?
I had a little go at it, but I didn't get far, I'll be honest.
Yeah, I didn't really either.
It was a lot for my little brain to handle.
It was, I think I got to Chemical Plant and I didn't spend a ton of time in it, but Chemical Plant, I forgot how in Sonic it's not quite as linear as you would imagine it to be. Sometimes you have to go like left instead of right, which feels odd.
That feels so unnatural for this kind of game.
Yeah. And then, of course, it looks like Redbeard and Sleek are dancing with poison water right now, which was also...
We all know water levels are the best levels.
Yes. And Sonic is unable to breathe. Sonic will last for a little while under the poison water, but not forever. So you can die if you're kind of stuck in there for too long.
I definitely feel like this is where I'd struggle. I remember Mario games underwater levels were always my issue, so I can't imagine this would be any different.
Yeah, 100%. I had some issues with this too, because there's some platforming within the poison water. I'm guessing it's poison. I don't know. Maybe it's like grape juice or something.
I feel like at a chemical plant there'd definitely be a lake of grape juice.
Yeah. All my favorite chemical plants have grape juice in them, so that makes sense.
That's how they get the chemicals.
Yeah.
It's a hack. Don't tell anyone, guys.
Please keep it secret. My chemical plant man. Cause, please.
Perfect, cause perfect.
Yeah, so just a rundown, I see some questions about the order of the zones in chat. There's Emerald Hill Zone, which all of our racers have completed already. We have Chemical Plant Zone, and then Aquatic Rune Zone is next, which it looks like...
Which we've just gotten to.
Yeah.
I love the aesthetic of this. I love the brick underneath, actually. This is very cool.
Yeah, this is a nice one. I didn't get this far.
No. No. This is brand new information for me looking at this right now.
I do like the mix of the aquatic and the runes. You've got the water, you've got the runes. What more can
I loved it right up until the part where the water level came out. I was like, you know what? This is no longer aesthetically pleasing.
And then after this one, actually directly after Aquatic Rune Zone, we have Casino Night Zone. So Hilltop comes after Casino Night Zone, which means that our racers actually aren't expected to get to that one today. There's this whole other special stage element to Sonic that I did not know about. I don't think that I ever, as a child, I never explored, I never discovered this part of Sonic. And I don't think that our racers will be today either, since that isn't. It's kind of a special thing you can unlock. But that is something that we probably won't be seeing today, but I was kind of excited to see if anyone did actually go into it.
Kind of adds to the replayability of it as well, which I think is one of the downfalls for a lot of retro games, is they can be very one-off unless you get those challenges.
Yeah, 100%.
It's a really cool addition.
Speaking to the completionist side of people too, probably.
It's very cool. Sleepbeak looks like he's just flying through this.
He's just thriving as a hedgehog.
Absolutely found his true calling. He's onto that second zone in the Aquatic Ruin. It's quite far ahead of the other racers at the moment.
Yeah, maybe we should name him, we should dub him Sleek Hedge. Or, well, Sleek Hog doesn't really hint as well. Headbeak. I did really. No, please go ahead, Meg.
I was just gonna say, I do really love that Sleekbeak has renamed himself Sleekbike in the Discord channel. That gave me a good giggle when I saw it this morning.
Yes, 100%. Speaking of Discord,
look at her picking up on that. Oh, I'm so proud of us right now.
Oh, you set me up so well. Speaking of Discord, if you would like to join in on the race and fun, or if you're just curious to check out the Discord and chat about some gaming stuff, you are welcome to join that Discord. Thanks for dropping the link, Kaz, in chat. If you're interested in racing or helping out and with commentary or whatever side of Sneakbike that you would like to join in on, there's also a Google form that you can fill out to let us know what your interests are.
And we're such an open community. It's open to anyone, everyone, all skill levels. I have no experience with retro games. Nintendo 64 was my first platform and I refused to go before it. So it's been really nice having some people at my skill level as well to talk to and watch me play A Link to the Past for the first time.
Yeah, if I can race, then anyone can race. To be perfectly
honest. That's exactly it. Looks like we're up to another boss fight down on Sleepbeak here, and our little Dr. Egghead has taken to the skies in this level. He's
just hammering away. So I guess Egghead, excuse me. I suppose Egghead can add construction to his resume, potentially.
Yeah, pop that on the dating profile as well. Not only does he have a 300 IQ, but look at him hammering those. What are they?
We could probably safely call them runes. They're moving too. They're like little birds stacked up in a pillar.
And shooting arrows, I think. I mean, that's very cool.
Pretty dang cool.
That's what I'm looking for in a life partner.
All right, Sleek took him down, I believe. Yeah, nice. Onto Casino Night Zone, I suppose.
Well, we've just had Ruben onto that second zone in Chemical Plant as well, so getting through there.
Actually, like Redbeard, I feel Redbeard's pain right now because this is exactly where I decided, that's probably enough to play today. It's tricky to do that platforming under the grape juice.
The grape juice, that's canon now. I hope you all know. No need to Google it. It's completely true information here at Sneakbike. We would never lie to you.
Chemical or grape juice?
It's really interesting seeing these older games play. I was reading that this was one of the most highly rated games that came out around this time. They had released Sonic 2 really wanting to build off Sonic 1, and all of the reviews were just so, like, everything was above 90% that I was reading. They were all so pleased with the natural progression. Similar in a way, I guess, to the way Ori progressed, and it was a really nice natural flow onto the second game there. Similar reviews for this one, so
yeah, I would imagine that this would be a really fun multiplayer too, with being able to play as Tails, aka miles per hour.
Miles per hour. Now we know. You say fun, I say very frustrating. Megpea Sonic 2 win.
Yeah, is this like the original Portal 2 co-op? No, jump over here. Jump over here. Please, Dad, get out of the water. Because everyone plays co-ops with their parents.
I actually did grow up. That is my history in gaming. I grew up gaming with my dad. So Nintendo 64 was my first console, and my poor father had to play every single game 4 times because he wanted to play it once for himself, but he also had to play it with each of his 3 children.
Oh, dang. We have our first good friend of the day.
Congratulations, Sleek. Well done. Absolutely flew through it.
Yeah. So, see, Speedy and Sleek. I struggled with that one.
Speedy? I don't know what to do with that.
I would also like to call out that these are new trophies made by our dear friend Kai Matten. If you haven't followed Kai already, they're a very, very talented pixel artist, and they just knocked it out of the park with these new trophies. So shout out to
good.
So cute. They're also working on an animated version, which we'll see eventually.
Oh my goodness.
I'm so excited.
So gorgeous. Oh, I cannot believe how quickly Sleek got through that. I was honestly like trying to watch and just being like, he's just going.
Yeah.
There's no stopping here.
Yeah, I think Mel pointed out it's tricky sometimes to establish which objectives should be reached for each game. And with this one, it can take a while, so Sleek really made that look easy.
So with the one player, Tails doesn't really do much, does he?
No, I don't think that. I think he just kind of like follows around and looks cute.
Looks real cute. Tails is definitely one of the cuter characters. I'd never really played a Sonic game, but I did watch the Sonic cartoon as a child, which had there was a female one that I just really loved. I can't remember her name. There was a female hedgehog. She was really cool.
Oh, I know who you're talking about, but I can't think of the name.
Amy, that's
Amy,
it, Mel.
okay.
Thank you. Yes.
Also, look at those great BTTV emotes in chat.
Oh, those are so cute. Oh my goodness.
Thanks to Jen for finding those and adding those to the chat capabilities today.
Super adorable. There was actually a lot of mixed reception about Tails in this game I was reading. It was many people like yourself, cutest companion, no one could ask for better, and the complete other side was absolutely useless and irritating. There was no in between. People loved or hated the addition of Tails.
I could see it's an interesting choice to keep Tails in here when Tails really isn't doing very much.
Just kind of there on the screen.
Yeah. I wonder if it was easier from a development aspect or something, just to add them in, or maybe there's deeper lore to why they did that.
Oh, Ruben has gotten through.
Nice. Ruben on to the chemical plant.
Excellent. It's amazing how much the aesthetic changes between the levels, actually.
Yeah, I really love it. They did a great job, I feel like, creating the different environments. Very Ori-esque. I do feel like this is one of the, I guess we've mentioned this before too, but this certainly feels like one of the faster paced games that we've played here on Sneakbike, which is really great considering this is the first one that you're helping commentate, Meg, and it's what, 7 in the morning?
It is 6:36 a.m. I'm trying to watch 4 screens that are just so much is happening.
There's nothing more relaxing than waking up and just watching a live feed of a really intense, very speedy race.
Yes, and look, of all the games, Sonic is definitely one that's so easy to keep up with.
You're doing a great job though, and I appreciate the little nuggets of lore that you're sharing.
Oh, thank you so much. I was pretty proud of doing a little bit of research, not gonna lie. I was like, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna go in. And I'm so glad to be doing this with you, Bears. You know, I love and adore you, but I'm glad that this is something that we get to do together, because I feel like we can bounce off each other pretty well. And whenever I am not sure of what's going on, you're right there to
right
pick it up. So thanks for being here today. It's been so lovely.
Thank you
getting
for
to
being
chat
here
with
today.
you. And another big thank you to all of you out there hanging out with us, watching Sneakbike today. This is just such a wonderful community, and I'm so proud of all of our best friends for building this.
Yeah, and if you want to keep up with all the Sneakbike action, once again, you're able to join the Discord or follow us. That was like a pseudo Australian. on our socials.
How many vowels did you put in that word?
I don't even know. I don't even know.
Don't even know. Follow her out.
Oh gosh.
I'm so sorry.
I'm trying to. Is Redbeard? Why does this look like Green Path again? Or not Green Path? Emerald Hill.
It's a green path, right?
Yeah, this is Hollow Knight. What? This is such a wild Hollow Knight rando. This looks kind of like. Please, chat is cracking me up.
It's Queen's Garden. Oh no. So your game over, you've got to start fresh. That's brutal.
Yeah, is there was there an alternate option to the game over? Okay. That is brutal.
That breaks my heart.
Yeah.
The frustration I would be feeling right now.
Can get continues. Okay. There was a continue system. I think it's by getting points. Oh, interesting. Okay. Thank you, Pepper. Thanks for those extra details. You gotta be good as heck. Okay. But I guess the good thing about this is we do have a decent amount of time left for them to catch back up. And I think with this game, I feel like there's a lot of learning that it happens along the way. So once you kind of have figured out an area, it's a little bit easier to go back and make better progress.
It's interesting how much that can tip the scales for the race as well. If you've got to go right back to the start, it's anyone's game if both of you end up back there, you know?
Yeah, 100%.
Unless you Sleek Peek.
Technically, it's Sleek Peek's game, but we're all good friends here today.
But we only have one number one good friend.
We only have one number one good friend. And yeah, an equalizer, if you will.
Back on that boss fight with our number one Tinder profile. My future husband, if you will.
Eggman, boss man. Yeah, it looks like Redbeard just conquered Eggman, just cracked the egg, if you will, and is on to the next. There are all of these animals jumping out of Eggman's little vehicle there too.
Oh, that's
I guess
concerning.
yeah, apparently part of his evil plan. He's had several throughout the games in the series, but I believe, if I have this correct, that one of his plans was to make robot animals or something.
Okay, all right, it's an interesting choice.
Yeah.
I'm not mad that we're foiling that plan.
Think of all the opportunities, though.
Oh my god, Porcus, get out of here.
I was wondering if Sleekbeak is potentially still playing. It's a really fun game, especially, well, when I was trying it out, I had it. Yeah, if you're good at it as well. Yeah. We'll have to ask Sleek in the debrief.
Hello, Sleek. Welcome back in.
Oh, hello. Congratulations.
You did so well. You were so fast. You gotta go so fast.
So sleek. All right, it looks like April is back at Eggman as well, and just beat. Now you can see all the little.
There you go.
Oh, okay. I was expecting the little animals to come out. Oh, there we go.
What are they? What animals?
That's a good question. I would suspect. I thought I saw like maybe a squirrel type of animal.
Yeah,
in there.
squirrel is sort of what I was looking at with like the palm trees. I'm wondering if there's like kind of a monkey or something climbing.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, when you really think about it, what chat? Maybe this is a question for you. What if you could build a robot animal? Which animal would you choose?
Oh my goodness, that's a really hard choice. I suppose it depends for what purpose. If you want to go like pure intimidating, I feel like a robot bear would be up there.
Bears are really overrated. Man, Mel said sloth with a gun.
That's vaguely terrifying.
But also you'd have plenty of time to run, so.
Yeah, you'd be fine.
Yeah.
Robot shark, love it. I don't love it, that's a lie. That's awful and I'm terrified and I'm never going in the ocean.
A basset or a chill penguin.
I love the idea of a chill penguin robot.
Like
just like a little
penguin?
butler boy, like just like hangs out.
It looks like Ruben. Did Ruben just get a game over as well? Ah, shoot!
Oh,
Ruben! No! Oh man, this chemical zone, it definitely it is the great equalizer of Sonic. It can be really tricky. I wonder how that stacks up, because I didn't play the Aquatic Ruin Zone or the Casino Night Zone. I wonder how it stacks up in difficulty, because I know sometimes it isn't necessarily sequential. So I wonder if our racers will have an easier time when they get past this.
Looks like Ruben was off to a pretty quick start, actually, and was just flying over a lot of the obstacles, just like, not done this before. We're off. We're going.
Heck yeah. A new fire behind Ruben. A new fire fueling.
Chasing him down the hallway.
And then April is working up. Okay, they're making quick work of parts that potentially tripped them up a little bit earlier.
Yeah, I definitely saw April struggling with this one the first time round, but she has since figured it out and is getting through it pretty quickly.
Yeah. Redbeard, I believe, is invincible right now.
Oh, this is the Mario star power of the Sonic world, is it?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Dun, 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 dun.
Thank you for that sound effect. Fantastic.
You're so welcome.
10 out of 10. 10 rings out of 10.
Oh, goodness. That's so many rings. Did anyone see the Sonic movie when it came out. I have yet to watch it myself because I don't know if I can do that to myself. But I love Ben Schwartz, so I don't know. I just don't know what to do.
Yeah, I have not watched it. I love Benny Schwartz. Ben Schwartz is a great gem of an actor. Yeah, I haven't watched it.
Yeah, I haven't watched it either. I did watch his reaction to some of the speed runs of this game, though, which I really loved. He was very thrilled to be watching it.
That's a cool thing to set up.
Oh, just this grape juice.
It's such a struggle.
Platform in that with the water mechanics just is. It's hurting my brain.
Yeah, and then with the added stress of knowing that you're on a time crunch, so you're just kind of like in that rush, that classic Sonic rush of trying to go quickly through it, but it's
Which
pretty,
can just be a downfall.
Yeah, it's a little more precise than you expect it to be.
So what was your start with gaming, Bears?
My start with gaming, I think that honestly, one of the first games I probably played heavily was Age of Empires. On that PC
what a
series.
great game! Yeah,
I was very into it. I would do all the cheats that you could type in. Like I think there was that flying monkey one even that wasn't even helpful.
Yeah, but it was cool.
Yes.
That was back in the days when you used to get games out of like cereal boxes. I think that's how I got Age of Mythology, is it came out of like a Kellogg's box.
God, how did they even get away with that?
I don't know. Imagine getting an entire video game out of your cereal box.
Nintendo with with Skyward Sword is just like, hey, guess what? In every Cocoa Pebbles box you get, you'll get a free copy. Redbeard. Yeah, Redbeard appears to be. You can do it. The time is counting down. Oh man, they really
moving platforms are so precise. It's
yeah. You got out of there. Oh no!
Oh, that hurt.
Oh my gosh. It's the tricky thing about this because Sonic is built to go so quickly, and then when you get in a place where I don't know, it's kind of jarring to stop and slow down and
to have to stop and make those really precise movements as opposed to just beating yourself as far and fast as you possibly can.
Yeah.
Sonic, gotta slow down.
I like how Tails just dove in.
If Sonic goes, I go.
Tails is like, I don't know, I'm just going another swim in this grape juice.
Love a bit of grape juice.
All right. Very proud of Redbeard. Really cruising through. And then it looks like Ruben also just made it through Act 1 once again. And Redbeard as
Ruben
well.
Redbeard, yeah. Look at them go, getting through it.
Yeah. Oh, shoot. April just had a game over.
Oh, game over, another one. Oh. That would just be heartbreaking. I would be so frustrated right now.
To have to start over is just so brutal. Oh, they did get a continue. Okay.
Oh, excellent. Good. So managing to avoid having to go right back to the, what did you call it before? The green path.
Green path, yeah. The classic Sonic zone green path. Everyone's favorite. We're getting a lot of hype for Redbeard moving through.
Getting through. Oh. Those hoops just look like you should be able to go right over them, and when you don't, there's just this little like,
Yeah, momentum is such an important part, and if you don't have just that extra centimeter of momentum, you have to backtrack so that you can get a running start.
Oh, we're up to the boss fight.
It's Eggman, aka Dr. Evo Robotnik.
Oh no!
Oh
No!
God! No! That beard.
Brutal.
Oh my gosh. I wonder if any of our racers will have an appetite for eggs ever again after today.
I'll be very curious to hear what their favorite and most importantly least favorite parts of this were.
I thought you were gonna ask egg preparations.
That is me personally. I love asking about egg preparation. It's the first thing I ask new people. How do you have your eggs?
All right, and April looks invincible. I don't know if invincible is technically the correct term.
Oh, apparently not.
Oh, okay, well, invincible to an extent.
To an extent, apparently getting stuck between blocks, there is no hope for you.
And Redbeard is back, trucking through Emerald Hill.
Emerald Hill. I was like, I do know the real name for that, but I'm just stuck on Green Path now.
I forgot it, yeah. Emerald Hill sort of sounds like a good band name, actually.
It actually does. Like, I would listen to them.
That little star checkpoint is interesting. So I mentioned earlier that there are some special zones that you can go into, or special stages.
Oh, yes.
To collect the Chaos Emeralds. And these have a very different look and feel from the like the standard zones that are available throughout the game. So I was just very curious to see if any of the racers would go into that, but it would be a waste of time probably if they had. So I wasn't expecting that anyone would unlock it. It also takes you have to have like 50 rings, I believe, and then you have to trigger it and then like go up into it as if it's sort of like the pipes in Mario or something, taking you into a different dimension.
I do really love that addition though, like just the replayability of this game. It feels almost very ahead of its time.
Yeah.
Just adding those challenges, adding that incentive to go back and really try and 100% it. It's just not something I feel like I've seen in too many of these older games.
It feels like it contradicts with the natural inclination that at least I had to kind of just zoom through as fast as possible.
Just zoom through, get it done.
Yeah. All right, and April is back at Emerald Hill Zone 1 as well.
It looks like we've equalized again.
So much
Ruben's still getting through that grape juice.
Yep. And Redbeard is back at our Eggman. This boss, it had been a while since I had played Sonic, so this boss confused me at first with how delicate the balance is between getting hit by it and then just trying to bash it yourself.
Yeah, it's the hitbox between hitting him and getting hit by the front of the car there is it's a little mean.
It's really delicate, yeah. It's mean.
Looks like Redbeard's absolutely smashing it though. Sorry.
Yes. No, please.
No, you please, ma'am.
Please don't apologize.
You know that I will.
This happens anytime Meg and I talk
apologizing.
to each other.
Literally every single time we're in voice chat. It's just all apologies all the time.
Just apologizing constantly.
Ruben into that second act of the chemical zone now. And Redbeard back up as well. Everyone's catching back up to where they were before, which is good. They're getting through it quite quickly now, those first couple of stages.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited to see who's going to conquer Chemical Plant and get into Aquatic Rune next. And then how quickly that will go for them. I'm just curious to see, how much of a slump Chemical Plant was in comparison to the following zones.
Even watching Sleek, it did look like there was a little more struggle with this chemical plant than there was the runes. So it'll be interesting to see how other races go when they get there.
Yeah, 100%. I see someone mentioned curse. I don't know if they're referring to the whispered about, I don't know what I'm saying. The whispers of the top right corner often being the cursed square.
Oh, is it really? Oh, good to know.
just the placement of that. It seems like sometimes people have the curse of the upper right. Sometimes people have some trouble, whoever is placed there, but
well, if I ever sign up for a race, shoddy not. I'm not having that spot.
You'll get that spot every time.
Look, I need all the help I can get, okay? Let's not add a curse to it.
The next race will just be everyone is actually placed in the top right somehow. Just
rotate the screens around.
All right, Ruben is on to zone 2 of chemical plant.
Having a little dance party.
Do you think it's a happy dance or a get me out of here dance? Like a call for help dance?
Just one of those when you need to just kind of shake it off before you get started in the next bit. And you just need to like run some laps or do some circles.
Yeah, exactly.
Like when you see a friend when you're on someone's island in Animal Crossing and you both just start running in circles because that's how you greet each other.
Speaking of seeing a friend, if you haven't joined the Sneakbike Discord already, plenty of friends, plenty of great community times, and we're always looking for new racers. If this sounds like a good
The smoothest of segues are available at our Discord. Thanks for dropping that command in chat, Mel. You can just click that link, head on in, come and hang out with us. It is all good friends, all good times over there.
Yeah, and a very low barrier of entry for getting racing yourself if you're at all interested.
Like Bears said before, if we can race, trust me, anyone can race.
100%.
Bears and I, some of our introduction to the retro racing was a charity event we did, which we were doing a Triforce hunt in A Link to the Past. And let me tell you, learning that process for both of us was a taxing time.
Meg loves Link to the Past.
It's my favorite game.
It's her favorite game. And she actually is now an only Link to the Past streamer. It's really wild how quickly she went into, speedrunning Link to the Past as her only form of content on her channel. If you're looking for a good Link to the Past speedrunning streamer, please go follow our dear friend megpea.
And if you want to see rat pics, make sure you're over at Bears and Binks because it's only rat pics over there. Maybe a hog every now and then.
Only the most glamorous content.
You make those rats look glamorous, though.
Thank you. I just love rats. I don't know what to tell you.
Sonic would be so insulted right now.
I really think that Sonic should have been a rat. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, just the visual of that. I don't think I like it. The tail is what's really like. I don't think I'd like the skinny tail just trailing behind him there.
Maybe Tails should have been a rat. If you hadn't noticed too, the inspiration behind Sonic's coloring is from Sega logo. The Sega logo.
I actually made that connection. That makes perfect sense. The perfect representative, if you will.
It's interesting that the character creation was really with the intent of having a Sega mascot, I suppose. It was really well done.
I think they really achieved that too, yeah.
All right, Redbeard's back at our favorite spot.
That is word for word what was coming out of my mouth.
Oh my gosh.
I said all right at the same time as you. Was like, wait, what's happening?
Same brain.
We have merged. Beets and peas.
Also, with all of the fun facts that I'm sharing today, I 100% searched all of this right before stream. So I am basically an expert, and I would recommend trusting everything that I say.
Every single word has been absolute truth. I actually really enjoyed having a little read of like the history of the game though. I was doing that last night because there was no way I was getting up earlier than 5 to research Sonic. I love you guys, but no, that wasn't going to happen. But yeah, I was having a little read last night, and it was quite interesting to see like how big of a game this was, how it sold so well. It was so popular at the time. It very quickly just took the charts. The ratings were incredible, and it's just so interesting to see how well these games did back in their time.
Yeah, 100%. And how formative. I mean, Sonic, I feel like everyone's heard of it. Whether you think of this game or the fast food joint, which are related. If another fun, no, I'm just kidding.
I believed you 100%. I was like, there's a food joint? What are we talking about here? But my poor little Australian brain just didn't know what was going on.
And Macca's is related to Mario. The classic retro gaming fast food.
Oh, please, I'd just taken a sip. I need that energy drink. Wait, mate, let's go to Macca's.
Was that me or Meg? You can't even tell anymore.
Oh, goodness. Looks like Redbeard is back up to that boss fight.
Yes.
That ended the game for him last round, so we'll see how he goes.
Oh. Oh.
All right, well.
I can just feel that with every inch of my soul. It's come up a few times, the curse of the commentators. Oh yeah, there is a continue at least, so that's good.
Oh, excellent. Oh, unless they didn't select it?
Yeah, it looks like, I don't know if that takes start or select. I wonder if one goes backwards.
Oh,
shoot.
no.
Oh,
all right. All good. Redbeard's got to be a pro at this level by now.
I wonder if there's any confusion of being able to, like, being allowed to select continue, or it might just it might just simply be like a key confusion.
There also very much just could have been a head in the hands frustrated for that 10 seconds.
Yeah. I remember when I raced, everything was kind of a blur, and I was just kind of mashing buttons. I had one of those opportunities where I could have continued, and I accidentally did a game over, and had to just redo everything. So,
oh, brutal. What game did you race?
It was multiple. We did everyone's favorite Trolls. And then Travelers, and I forget what the other one was. It was kind of like you go and you have to defeat a dragon. Forget what the name of it is.
I don't know what it is, but it sounds amazing.
It was a fun one. Yeah, sometimes we'll do in the mystery races every Saturday. Sometimes we'll do multiple games with simple objectives per game, and then other times, like today, it'll just be one game as the focus, and you have a larger objective. It all depends on whatever the game picker feels like doing.
And this week, Mel was like, we're going to look at grape juice for the entire time. That's all there is.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you for that follow too, Pulpri. Welcome in. It is and I feel like Sonic almost deserves an entire mystery race just on its own, because it's such a good game.
Such a good game, such a big part of gaming history. So yeah, it's a really good one to just get to focus on.
There's so much to do in it too. I mean, the zones that are the objectives today are only less than half of the list of total zones. So this game is
Redbeard just got through the emerald so quickly.
Ooh. Nice. Yeah, already back at the Eggman.
I'm so nervous to say anything during the boss fights now.
I wondered. I was like, oh, that got very quiet. Does something happen?
I legitimately was just sitting there, like, holding my breath, like, I cannot say a word because I will jinx it. It looks like
was just us being very invested and not wanting to say anything.
I was so stressed.
Trying not to curse anybody.
I don't want to be blamed, man.
Oh gosh.
Looks like Ruben's just had another game over as well. So heading back to the start of the game to catch up to the others.
Yeah, what's really unfortunate, it seems like the Eggman level of this is a bit more difficult than imagine the second Eggman fight being more difficult than the first.
Well, that's crazy progression. I feel like it usually goes the other way, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Usually the most difficult is up front.
Yep. This isn't even my final form, and the final form is just like the simplest of tasks.
The final form is just a yoke. It's not even the whole egg.
Oh, that was close. That was close. You got me with that one.
Oh, April just got a game over as well, but gets to continue. Fingers crossed.
Excellent.
Nice.
We're going back through. Stress is so real.
5 minutes of this stream is just Meg and I heavy breathing. I'm doing
Hate
breathing
that.
exercises.
Please, ma'am, you know I can't breathe properly.
Oh gosh. All right, Redbeard, on to the second act. I keep getting mixed up between the phrasing of act versus zone, because the overall themed area is called the zone, so Emerald Hills Zone, and then there are 2 acts within that. So that's kind of the dichotomy of the level structure.
That's a big word for 7 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, I don't know if I used it properly. I just rolled with it.
It was the confidence that you delivered it with. You could have said anything and I would have believed you. Like, that's the word. That's the right one.
Chat just yells at me. That is something completely different. April is getting really fast. Yeah, she's really, literally.
She knows how to get through those bits. Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like we're back up to that first boss fight over with Ruben as well, which they're all pretty good at now, I think.
Yeah.
They've figured out the tactics here.
100%, yeah. Yeah, if you time it right, you can get at least 2 hits and potentially more while you're in the air.
This is just such a cool concept that you guys have managed to create. I love the idea of just turning on a game with no clue what you're about to go into and just having a go for it. I think it's such a great idea.
Yeah.
And like my worst fear at the same time.
It's a cool experience because typically, I guess you don't really get that experience of not knowing what you're playing until right before you're aiming to play it.
Especially not with the way we have games and things now. You've got your trailers, your mini trailers, your demos come out. Like, it's, so just open this and be like, that's what you're playing today. Absolutely crazy.
Yeah, I like being told what to do. I like someone else telling me what to do. It was kind of funny today, though, because typically the racers get some sort of game to test to make sure that their hotkeys work properly in the emulator and everything. And the question was raised, what's a good game to make sure to test all the controls? And the answer from someone who had no idea what the game would be was, oh, maybe Sonic. And then the retort was, no. So even though Typically the games are a pure mystery. Today, it was really cutting it close.
Looks like April has gone back to the Emerald Zone as well now, but I'm sure she'll get through it super quickly.
Yeah.
I actually don't know a lot about the Sega systems in general. They were a little bit before my gaming time. So if someone had asked me what games are on there, I think Sonic is the only thing I would have mentioned as well.
Yeah, 100%. I can't think of anything else either. So, Sonic just feels really synonymous with seeing that big Sega logo just pop up on the screen,
really
you know. Well, so I guess they did their they did their objective well to think of a good character to represent.
I absolutely think they achieved that. They've done very well there. And that's lasted for so long. I mean, we're in 2021 now, and it's the first thing I think of.
Yeah. Yeah, Mel brought up The Haunting of Poltergeist. Or The Haunting with Poltergeist. That was another, I guess.
Oh, of course.
Sega game that was played on Sneakbike. It's a good one. It's a funny one to watch. That one is actually clipped in our channel trailer a little bit.
I'm actually just having a little look now to see if there's any game titles that I recognize. And there's not a lot that I can say that I've seen from this kind of era of gaming.
Yeah.
So I was similar to you, Bears. I had the Nintendo 64, but I was also a PC gamer from very early on. So Age of Empires and things like that. The very first Doom game, which I was probably far too young to be playing. That's where all of my experiences sort of start.
Yeah, I didn't have... My brother played a lot of games growing up, so I mainly watched him play a lot. I think he rented systems and like borrowed systems mainly, so we didn't really in our home own a lot of systems. But I think my first system that I bought it with my own money because I was excited about it was the Game Boy Advance SP, and I would just get whatever was cheapest at the used game shop near me.
Those were the days. You just go into those pre-owned piles and dig.
Yeah, exactly. And then after that, I think after I bought the Game Boy Advance SP, I bought a Nintendo 64 from a used GameSpot too. So just the
backwards a little bit, love it.
Yeah, going backwards. What was everyone in chat? What was your first intro to gaming? If you feel comfortable sharing it. I feel like I didn't play many until more recently. I think I've played more games in the past like few years than I have played total maybe. What were you gonna say, Meg?
That's a great question. It's genuinely lost my head. It's totally fine. It's
so
gone.
sorry.
No. It was nothing interesting, I'm sure.
Okay. NES Tetris? Tetris is a classic one.
Tetris is one of my all-time favorite games. I get almost RSI when I play it though. Like as soon as I start playing it, my fingers are like, don't do this again.
Commodore 64. Mm-hmm.
Ninja Turtles. That sounds like a great first game to play.
Ooh, yeah, 100%.
Loved Ninja Turtles growing up.
Oh, and that's a Genesis game. There you go. Mario 64.
Oh, it looks like Redbeard has actually gotten through to the ruins. We'll see if
that's fantastic. I don't know how I missed that.
I also did.
Sometimes it's just a little tricky with these, especially I think that the Aquatic Ruin Zone sort of looks really similar to the Emerald Hill.
And given how many sort of game overs we've had, I think my brain just saw the green and assumed it, and I was like, wait, hang on a second.
Yeah.
So be curious to see if Rebby can get through this bit first go. Shouldn't say things, Meg. Meg. I'm
Meg,
worried
just
now.
stop talking. No, I'm curious about that too. Just to see how all of this, it feels like a bunch of Sonic training has really, everyone's been equipped with a full tool belt of rings or something.
They got their running shoes on.
They're all laced up. Oh, dang. GG's, Redbeard. Moving on to the second act.
Got through that really, really well.
Yeah, so Redbeard just has Act 2 and then Casino Night Zone Act 1 left.
And it looks like we've got Ruben and April still chugging along in that chemical zone, which just honestly feels like it must be the worst zone in the whole game.
Yeah, especially that spot. I don't know what it is about that spot. It's just, well, I do know what it is. It's terrible.
Oh, brutal, Ruben, brutal.
Yeah. Chemical plant zone is 1000% harder than the aquatic rune zone. Yeah, that's kind of what our suspicion was, that was kind of the biggest hump to get over before continuing on. Kind of what we're hoping for too, because
Yeah.
it'll be a nice little mountain to climb.
Oh, I'm so stressed.
I know. Oh God. And Meg and I just don't look for the rest of the stream. We just
I
cannot.
legitimately just had my hands open.
Oh gosh, Redbeard.
Oh, Redbeard. It's all right. We're still good. We're still good.
Yeah. And Ruben's moving on to Zone 2. I do wonder at what point we might call it. I know we've been live for a little bit over an hour. I'm guessing we'll at least want to see another racer finish the objective. We've got a little bit. Okay. Thank you, Mel.
And thank you to Cods for dropping that runners command in chat as well. If you guys want to go follow our runners individually on their Twitch channels, please go click their links, go check them out. They're such wonderful, good friends of ours, and we would love to share that love with them as well. So
Yeah,
head on over there.
absolutely.
Hit those follow buttons.
It's really lovely that they've decided to spend the day with us and get into something. This can be kind of intimidating or scary to like get into a race like this. So we're thrilled to have April and Redbeard joining us their first time racing with us, and then our wonderful returning racers Ruben and Sleek as well for coming back. Once you're in, we'll force you to keep racing. No, I'm just kidding.
You can never leave. It is such a wonderful community, though. So I do hope anyone who's out there thinking they might be a little nervous to join, please just come on in. We are the friendliest of friends.
100%. Thank you also to Mel, who was being our producer today.
And for choosing this hellish game.
For choosing this game that everyone's loving.
Everyone is having the best time, I'm sure.
The hardest part of being a game picker is just hearing hearing everyone air their difficulties. It's really fun to play. Even the games that are most frustrating in an environment like this where it's such a casual thing, it's still really fun to play, though. I remember I was very bad and definitely came in last when I raced, and I was like giggling through the whole thing. So
I would hope as well, like being able to look back on it and see like almost everyone struggled where you were struggling as well would actually be a very comforting feeling. Like,
yeah, 100%.
It was a great choice though, Mel. This has been a really cool game to watch, and it was great to just take that little step back in time. And 1992 is my birth year, so it was kind of cool to see what was going on then and what was going on in the world of gaming when Meg came into the world.
What's your mother's maiden name again, Meg? I'm just kidding. it is really funny occasionally to watch, now that we've talked about Tails so much, aka Miles Prower, to watch Tails just kind of, especially in the especially in the chemical zone, Tails is just following Sonic along. So a lot of the times Tails will like jump in fully into the water when Sonic hasn't even. Right. Yeah, we got a couple of deaths there. I see the oh no's in chat.
Oh no, oh no, oh no.
Redbeard is still hanging on strong in Aquatic Rune Zone though.
And it looks like Ruben and April are actually quite close. They're in very similar areas at the moment. So
Yeah. Would love to see them move on to Aquatic Rune.
if they manage to get there, it's going to be such a good feeling, I feel.
It really is, yeah.
It really looks like that level comparatively is much nicer to play through.
Tails stole the bubble? Oh no.
That's brutal.
I guess we know why people complained about Tails being in this game.
Now we know.
Yeah. I thought
Tails
we were
doesn't even breathe.
Oh, Miles. You're breaking our hearts.
We just wanted to be on the side of thinking you were the cutest little sidekick, but we've been betrayed. So interesting watching the underwater movements. You're so used to seeing Sonic just like fly through the levels, and then like the jumping and the spinning, everything's just that little bit slower when they're underwater.
Yeah, it's interesting because you can't really. It's not super apparent that Sonic is underwater. They don't treat it in a way where it's like just solid blue, blue coloring or anything. So, oh gosh. Yeah, I guess it's. Oh,
sorry. No, you
sorry.
You go.
Please, you go.
I was just saying, I think this is close to where Redbeard died earlier, so it'd be interesting to see if they can get through it this time.
Yeah. Oh gosh. As you mentioned, yeah, just going between. Oh, got the air bubble, nice. Yeah, there are air bubbles also that I guess we haven't called out on this level where you can get a little bit more time in your underwater exploration.
It almost seems necessary in this Aquatic Ruins level to be getting those air bubbles to get through, because time is not a friend.
Yeah. And if you run out of time, you're ruined.
I'm leaving. That's it, I'm done. Never ask me to do this again.
Oh no. What did I do?
No, it was pretty good. I'm pretty impressed.
Meg, you don't have to lie.
I would never.
No, but to your point earlier, it certainly, like, I could see this taking some getting used to when it comes to the speed that you're actually able to jump through things and the different how high you can jump, how far back you have to be to actually make it to the platforms.
Yeah, when you've sort of spent 2 levels going at 1 speed, and then all of a sudden it's almost half speed, and you've got those precise movements are completely different now.
Yeah. So Call, welcome back for another month. Thanks for subscribing to Sneakbike. Lovely
getting all those
here.
emotes, getting that ad-free viewing, getting all the wonderful things. Welcome on in, So Cool. I'm so stressed. I'm so sorry. I'm just like...
Yeah, me too.
No!
Oh, gosh. The empathy. The empathy for Redbeard is rampant right now. Okay, continue. Okay. We got to do something here.
Please click it. Please click it. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh
it's
God. Yeah, should we give some sort of I wonder if it's known. Oh, yeah, I have a feeling it might not be known. Should I maybe go into we could type something in race chats potentially to let them know that they can continue? Or cause a suggesting potentially save state time? Okay. Yeah, when we get to this point we're not nearly at time at all, but we're just kind of conscious of whether the objective is reasonable or not, and if we should do something to help out the racers. Is that something, should I go ahead and go in and tell them verbally? Save at the start of each zone. Yeah, I would imagine that.
make life much nicer for them, not having
Yeah.
a redo.
Yeah, 100%. It's just kind of soul crushing to have to go all the way back to the beginning too.
Who will be the number one hacker?
All right, that sounds good. Should I go in and tell them verbally? I don't want to spook them. Okay, I'll be right back, Meg.
No worries. Thank you, Bez, for going on in, helping out races out. It's giving in that little extra push so they don't have to go insane doing those levels over and over and over. Absolutely the same, Archer. I would have thrown a controller in a fit. I would be stamping my feet, having a full childish temper tantrum right now. For any of those who did manage to get through my playthrough of A Link to the Past, you know how I feel about retro games and how frustrating they can be. So they've done really well to keep their patience and keep it going at this point. Welcome back, Bears. Thank you so much for popping on in and helping our racers out there.
Thank you. Yeah, let me just mention something in the chat as well.
No worries. It looks like Red has gotten back through that act, so getting through it quite quickly now. They're pretty good at those first couple of levels. What's your PB, Roscoe? Please. Well, thank you for asking, friend. I love the idea of retro games, and I love the idea of Mystery Race. I think this is a really cool setup, and just being forced to just play something that you have no idea what's coming up is a really cool idea. But retro games are so hard.
They really are.
They're so much more difficult.
Yeah, I feel like I hear so often, I didn't play a ton of retro growing up like others did, but I hear a lot of people say that, you know, when I was 7 years old, I just completely beat this game, and now I am struggling with it so much now that I'm an adult. So it's funny how that can happen, I guess.
I feel like it's a little different too, depending on what you maybe define as retro. Because with these sorts of games, you know, the controls are a little more right, left, up, down. But once you start getting into that Nintendo 64 era where you've got those more 3D games, the controls are too dated, unfortunately. And they are really hard to sort of get back into. I know playing through Donkey Kong 64, never again. I remember breezing through that game as a child, but trying to get through that as an adult, knowing the way controls work now, it was really taxing.
Yeah, I'm sure. I've thought about playing DK64 because the music is so good, and that's the only reason. That's really all. Maybe I should just play the soundtrack. I don't know.
That's it. Just the music. No fun. We do have some really lovely art, actually. Our good friend Kai made that wonderful good friend trophy there. It's gorgeous. I think the what's the word I want? Help.
Cartridge?
Yeah, cartridge. The cartridge is so well built. I did not know if you were going to know what I was trying to say then. I'm so impressed right now.
I'm really, really, really grateful that I could come in for the assist there too. It's so well done. Thank you. Shout out to Kai. If you haven't already followed Kai, they do really fantastic pixel art on their channel as well, and they stream. So please go follow if you want to see quality content, quality art.
I'm just blown away by pixel art. I just think it's so cool and it's so clever and something that I'd love to like sort of learn how to do. So I'll definitely have to pop in and have a little stalk Kai because I'm so impressed.
I think Kai just unfollowed the channel because they were so unhappy with being shouted out on stream. That's okay though. This just in.
Thanks for the unfollow.
I believe that our producer and co-producer are helping out the racers with some emulator save state questions. They were informed that you can do save states, but I know, at least for me, I'm not super comfortable with the ins and outs of doing save states, especially since sometimes we'll use different emulators based off of what controller you're using or what type of game we're playing. So
it's such a well put up system too to have that ability to go help out the racers and make sure that everything's still going smoothly. So a massive shout out to everyone that is on our Sneakbike team. You guys do such an amazing job. I'm so proud of all of you.
Yeah, there's so much work that goes on behind the scenes. So thanks to everybody who started this and who's involved in keeping it going.
For just making this wonderful little community that we get to hang out in, and something that I would wake up at 5 a.m. for.
Yeah, that means a lot.
I love sleep.
Meg could be sleeping, but instead she is gracing us with her presence. In Australia, by the way.
Oh, if you couldn't tell.
Meg woke up at 3 p.m. today just to be...
That's exactly right, Mel, as well. If you have some things that you think you can offer to the Sneakbike team, please feel free to come in on the Discord and fill out our Google form. We love all of the help and love all of the things that you guys can offer and contribute. So feel free to come on in and hang out. Or as Mel's saying, if you have nothing to offer, you are not welcome here. That is a lie. You are, of course, welcome here.
Mel is so toxic.
He was so mean to me, and it was like 5:30 in the morning. Please. Oh, we do have such a wonderful team, and all of the producers and everyone that organizes this are very open, very happy to answer questions. So if you're coming in not sure of what's going on, there is a whole host of people that would love to help you out and get you involved. So feel free to come hang out, or you can check out the website as well. I actually didn't realize there was a website until I was invited to come and host this. It is a nice looking website. You guys are doing so well.
I'm pretty sure that was all Mel.
Thank you for dropping that socials command in chat as well. You can come and hang out with us all over the internet. We're on all of the socials. And thank you to Bears and Jen for smashing the socials out this week. You guys did a great job.
Yeah, Jen is always very consistent and very thoughtful about all the going live posts and such. And Mel pulled up the Sneakbike website by the bootstraps, yeah. If anyone hears odd noises, from my side of things too, Bentley, our large dog, is just behind me hanging out, making noises. So we technically have 2.5 commentators today.
Look, I was concerned that was going to be me, and I'm glad it's you, because I've also got a large dog sitting next to me being like, why are we up? What's going on? As soon as I got up, both of my cats were just howling at me, and I'm like, it is 4 hours until I feed you guys, please.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I guess we should get a dog position going forward.
It'll just be all dogs eating treats in the microphone for the full race.
It's your favorite thing.
I love it. I'm glad that you do it every time.
Yeah, just for you, just for my friends. All right.
Looks like we're still getting through that chemical act. April just getting through Act 1 there, which is good.
Yeah, on to Act 2. Man, if Tails would just help out a little bit more, I feel like this could go differently. But
Like, imagine if Tails could just like just once in a while, if you're falling, just give you a little boost up, just every now and then.
just a little. I mean, you have that tail just going, just for yourself, stealing Sonic's bubbles. We know how it is.
Mel's in chat trying to say he hates RPGs when I know for a fact they're his favorite kind of game. In fact, I actually think it's Kingdom Hearts. It's his favorite series.
Yeah, I hear him talk about it all the time. Pretty sure
He
he
loves Kingdom Hearts.
If you, speaking of which, thanks to our producer Mel. If you're looking for a professional Kingdom Hearts streamer, please go follow for all the Kingdom Hearts content.
Go hit that follow button because this will help. This will help. H good Mel. But for real, please go check out Mel if you get a chance. His streams are a lot of fun, so just go share the love. It's one of my favorite things about our little community that we've somehow managed to create, and everyone just hypes everyone else up. We're all pretty close at this point, and there's just so much love, so much nice vibes to give. It's really great.
Speaking of nice vibes, are you part of the Sneakbike Discord?
Was that where that was going?
Yeah, that's any speaking of what speaking of. It's bound to be a Discord segue. Oh wait, did Redbeard just be Eggman?
Yes,
oh my
Red,
God.
yes, get out of this zone. And that means they'll be getting a save state. So Redbeard is done with the chemical zone, and I'm sure they're incredibly pleased.
Yeah, hopefully it does look like they're working on getting a save state in there, so that's good to see. Good to see. And yeah, so they just have the 2 acts of Aquatic Rune and then 1 act in Casino Night. And I would imagine that'll go pretty quickly with the save state in place.
Yeah, a lot easier to just keep going over that same section as opposed to like knowing that you're stuck on one section ahead and having to do the entire game to get back there.
Yeah. Yeah. I could just feel the secondhand frustration. Like I was
absolutely
picturing myself in that situation, just wanting to go. And I think that this game too, with like you're already kind of it's catered to go quickly. And when you're frustrated, you want to go quickly. Like you want to go quickly.
You just want to get it done.
Yeah. But then it bites you in the butt in some areas. So it bites you in the hedgehog butt, if you will.
How do you even bite a hedgehog butt? Don't they have like defense in place for that?
Potentially, yeah. I mean,
I feel like that's kind of their whole point.
Also, if you quill, echo. Also, what really is the difference between hedgehogs and porcupines?
I don't know.
Mag, you should know this. You're a vegan.
That is what they ask you on the test when you go to become a vegan. It's the first question.
Hedgehogs are porcupines' sons and daughters. Oh, okay. They are small friends. Porcupine starts with a P instead of an H. Oh, okay. That's right. It looks like, okay. It looks like our friend Redbeard is having some save state issues.
A little bit of technical issues there.
Yeah. It is, if you haven't used an emulator a lot, or even like I've used an emulator a little bit before, but if you're a little newer to it, it takes a while. I know I've struggled with the concept of save states and I don't regularly do it.
Red's just over the one player version. It's like, I'm just going to play with both of the characters.
It can be tricky too with sometimes I know setting up the hotkeys and stuff with whatever controller you're using, it might not be the friendliest. So
It can be a bit overwhelming at the first couple of times you give it a go. And with the emulators, stuff can go wrong through no fault of your own.
Absolutely. But we've witnessed the incredible trajectory of all of our racers, just continually getting better, which is really fun to watch.
They're getting so much quicker, especially at this area that Ruben's in now. This bit in particular, I've just watched them improve every single time. So hopefully, oh no, did I speak too soon? Meg, why do you do it?
It's not your fault, Meg.
Oh, look.
Yeah, thanks to I know Redbeard's screen looks a little funny, but our producers are working with them right now to see what's happening and try to help out. And it looks like it's working.
Yep. All over it.
Oh gosh.
I just make this screen dance. Does this help? Can you see it?
Can you see it?
Can you see it?
Just evidence of how truly casual and laid back this racing environment is. The goal is really just to have fun with friends.
That is exactly it. If you were thinking, I'd love to try this out, but I do not think I'm professional enough for this, do not worry.
We are here to tell you. We're here to demonstrate. If that's not the
Zero.
case, then you don't have to worry about it. All right, I think...
Beautiful. Looks like we're getting Red back into that now.
Yeah. Ruben and April are still tangoing with the grape juice levels. I wonder, Meg, do you think in the debrief we'll ask them what their least favorite zone was and they'll say Emerald Hill for sure?
Absolutely. They'll be like, that level was so difficult. It was too green.
It was too much like Green Path. Kai's asking if it has a stage select. I think that there's some sort of code thing you can potentially do, but...
Yeah, it looks like our wonderful producer and Red are working through that right now, so we should have them back up and running again very soon.
Yeah. And Ruben at our favorite spot. What should we call this spot, do you think, Meg?
Oh, it needs a name, doesn't it? It's a very specific spot that we've seen a few times now. And the name needs to embody just how brutal that section is.
And chat, if you have any ideas for how to name that section, if it helps, it's a bunch of chemical water and a bunch of moving blocks. I don't know.
I just love watching Tails dive headfirst into the grape juice.
Whenever, even when Sonic isn't making moves towards that area, Tails is just like, all right.
Sonic is just standing still, casually waiting for the block to come over so they can get up, and Tails is like, I'm going.
Dead guy above fizzy water. Oh, is that a Hollow Knight reference? Blackwater Science Zone. That's a good one. I'm not sure that place's name can be spoken out loud in civilized society.
The industrial grape juice zone. Love it.
This is not a place of honor. That's kind of a long name, but very fitting, I think.
Look, these are a lot more creative than things that I had in my head, because I was just kind of going with like the wheelie movie Tiley section with the grape juice. So.
Yeah, I think my brain is somehow trying to associate the blocks with like ice cubes in a nice glass of grape juice. But that's really a stretch. So I don't think that would be identifiable whatsoever.
We'll give it a go. We'll ask them when we get around to it. What did you think of Oh, those moving platforms at the top there are not Ruben's friend.
Yeah, 100%.
Though they're getting through this section really quickly, which is good because I've watched that timer get down a few times with the breath there, and Ruben has successfully gotten to the top the last few times. And once again, I may have spoken too
Meg,
soon and everything. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Ruben.
The commentator curse strikes again.
They're never going to invite me back.
We just can't have comms anymore. I don't know. In general. That's all right though. Ruben's they've got this. Ruben and April, they've got it. Also have full faith in Redbeard to get to be able to.
The real test was the level code all along. That's actually the second objective. Successfully punch in a level code.
Yeah, honestly, props to Redbeard too for following the instructions of our producers, because I don't know. I would imagine as a racer, I would already be pretty flustered.
I'd be panic clicking everywhere.
Yes. Yeah. My hands would be sweaty. I mean, my hands are always sweaty. I'd be dropping my mouse. I don't know. Just yeah, arm spaghetti. It's hard to control a mouse when your arms are spaghetti, you know. So, props to Redbeard. We can get some GGs and some hype for Redbeard.
Get all that hype for Redbeard in chat if we can, and some hype for our racers still getting through that grape juice. I would be so sick of seeing this pink color by now. Every time I saw it, I'd just be raging.
And you kind of like pink a little.
I love pink. I'm definitely a fan of pink, but this color right now is making me furious.
Thank you for that shout out for for the okay, Nightbot, thanks for doing your thing, doing that timer for the socials.
Thank you, Nightbot, for doing your entire job.
If you haven't already followed Sneakbike and all the places, please go check them out. They're a great streamer with a variety of games. Can we shout out Nightbot, please? Yeah, Nightbot really doing the work. Potentially, I don't know. This is just a theory, Mag. But do you would you speculate that Nightbot might be related to Eggman's master evil plan to conquer the universe, or?
Nightbot seems like he's maybe a little too helpful at this point. Like, that timing for the social there was really nice, and I just don't know if our egg friend would want to help out that much, you know?
That's fair. Yeah. Maybe it isn't a Dr. Evo Robotnik move.
Maybe it's a failed experiment. It was too...
Nightbot.
Oh my god, okay, well, all right. Never mind.
Well, maybe.
We've uncovered something here, and
we really have. All right. So Ruben making his way up through the grape juice.
Making his way up the grape juice.
Rolling
I'm so
sorry. Spikes are blue and he's homebound. And I want rings. And I need rings. If I get stuck in the chemical plant one more time. It's on DMCAS.
I love the little animation Sonic does when he's standing right on the edge and he does the little teeter.
Yeah, it's a really cute
it's a cute little addition.
100%. It's really I don't think we've seen this yet today, but whenever you're idle for long enough, the characters will kind of have another animation. I feel like I remember Tails falling asleep or something. It's really cute.
Classic.
Might as well be sleeping this whole time, to be honest.
Could you sleep? It would be less annoying. Look how close Tails is just following Sonic there. Just like, hey dude, where are we going?
Oh, Ruben is at our egg friend again. Okay.
Excellent.
Excellent. Did you do that on purpose?
I didn't do that on purpose. I would never, and you know that.
Yeah, that's true.
I hate puns. Oh no!
Yeah. Ruben got crushed by the egg.
It's a terrifying thought.
Yeah, it really is. I regret saying that way. But they did get that continue screen. Nice.
Looks like there's a bit of a balance you need between jumping between those platforms and potentially just trying to walk across them. There's a very quick line between that. And I've seen both of our races try both ways, and it's difficult no matter what, I think.
Yeah, 100%. It does seem like we are going to try to wrap fairly soon. So, not fairly soon, sorry. I've been being really vague. We're going to wrap in a couple seconds.
That's completely not what you said. Yeah.
I think we're potentially going to give the racers 15 minutes more or so, like 10 to 15 minutes, I believe. I could give the racers a heads up, probably. Yeah, that's all I have to say.
Look, I can't say I'm still completely aware of how long we're giving them.
Look, I'm not sure either. Mel, should I give him a heads up that we have about 10 more minutes?
Time is a lie in 2021. There is no time anymore.
Exactly. Okay, I'll be back in just a sec.
Thank you so much.
Actually a sec.
Actually a sec. Maybe 10 minutes. We don't know. We'll find out when Bears gets back. She might just take a little break. We won't know. So it looks like we're just going to give our racers another 10 or so to see how far they can get. Sleek obviously just smashed out the race and is our number one good friend for the day. Got through it so quickly. I'm feeling like Sleek has maybe played this game before.
I did let them know that they have about 10 minutes left.
Beautiful. Thank you, Bears, so much for getting that done for us.
And they didn't say anything to me.
Oh,
no, they're all
what?
muted. Maybe it's because they're muted.
So I think I can see what's happening with April on these platforms here. The jump that she's doing to try and get between the two platforms, she's hitting the roof, and that's making her go down quicker than I think she's expecting to. So I'm wondering if it maybe needs to be, a smaller jump like she's just done, but the panic landing is real. I've been there.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, this level is just, I mean, I'm sure that if I had continued in the brief testing that I did this morning, if I had continued, I would have just gotten very frustrated and probably would be doing the exact same things that our racers are doing today.
And you do get to a point when you've done the levels over and over where you do stop. There are certain bits where you just stop thinking and you're just like, oh, I know how to do this, but it's fine. And you'll just start making mistakes on those really simple jumps and those bits you've done over and over because it's just, it does really get to you at a point.
Yeah, and it does come back to Sonic being such a natural, like, oh yeah, just go as fast as I can. Like, there aren't really that many obstacles, so when an obstacle does come across that you need to be more careful with, it feels like a jarring thing to switch that pace up.
Absolutely, yeah. Oh, so close, April, with those jumps there.
Redbeard is continuing to just try out, you know, going back through Emerald Hill Chemical Plant the standard way.
Yeah, it got through the Emerald Zone very quickly though.
Yeah.
So no issues there, which is good.
Absolutely.
Let's see if they can smash out the Chemical Zone again though.
You have to be careful when you're smashing out a chemical zone, you know? It's a volatile thing.
You might get grape juice everywhere. You just don't know.
Yeah.
Looks like we've got Ruben up at that. Oh, I did it again.
Oh, no.
It's me.
Oh, Ruben. That game over. I don't know for sure if Ruben did the save state direction, but it doesn't look like. Okay, cool. So they are starting back at the beginning of the chemical plants.
That's good.
Is it excellent or is it excellent, Meg?
I will find you.
Meg disconnects from Discord and never comes back. Sorry, the internet in Australia. I don't know what happened.
I mean, I could definitely claim that and it would be very believable. It's a surprise I can even watch this happening, let's be honest.
Well, we're happy to have you here today. Thank you for waking up early to help.
Thank you so much.
commentate.
I'm having the best time, and thank you for doing this with me, Bears. It is always a treasure and a delight when we get to do things together. But getting to do something like this has been really, really fun. So
It has been really fun. And thanks again to all of our racers too. If you are not already following Ruben and Sleek and April, aka Pamels, and Redbeard, I believe they all stream except for, well, Sleek might surprise you occasionally with a little go live notification.
that's exactly it. And you'll need to follow to get that notification. So go hit those follow buttons.
Exactly.
Go share that love. We are a very loving community here. So we want to just share all those good vibes and good feels.
Speaking of loving community.
I mean, better than your last one.
If you want to join the Discord, there's a link right there in chat for you. And if you're interested in racing yourself or participating, I think we might be occasionally looking for help with game picking and or commentator expertise, commentators.
If you've listened to this and thought, I could do a much better job, just pop it on that Google form that Nightbot's popped in chat there.
Yes, thank you, Meg.
If you're listening to this and you're like, what is this accent coming through my screen here? Disgusting.
Meg, you have such a lovely voice.
Oh no. I do feel like the husky has dropped from my my early morning voice a little bit now, though, which is nice. I've gone back up to like a more regular octave.
Yeah, I keep it's a nice little comical effect to see Tails just fall into the water.
Right in.
Just doing his own thing.
And then just teasing April by hovering above the waterline there.
Yeah.
Like,
So
oh, is this where you want to get Sonic? Is this where you're going?
Exactly.
Just come up here. Just come up here.
Brian, welcome back for another month. Thanks for
Enjoy those
subscribing.
emotes.
And the ad previewing.
Ad previewing as well. All the wonderful things you get for being part of that Sneakbike squad. We've just had so many sneaky friends today. So much love and support going out with the community today. And we're so grateful to each and every one of you for being here, for hanging out, for lurking. If that's all you're doing, you are helping us out just by being here. So thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, 100%. And for cheering on our racers. It's fun
They're
to
doing so good.
They are. It's fun to watch back as a racer because you're kind of I don't know. It feels you're playing this sort of in a bubble and not sharing your frustration or your successes vocally with anyone during it. So it's, I don't know. It's fun to watch back and see the communication. The communication that was happening around each of these moments that you remember going through. So
I've not been able to catch these live because as we've established, it's quite early for me, but I have gone through and watched a few of the VODs, and it's a lot of fun to watch. It's a great little thing you guys have come up with. In particular, I remember watching Ace struggle with the Kaizo Mario, and just the excitement in chat when we got past the bullet area for Ace was so much fun.
It really is. It's such a fun treat with Sneakbike to see people play things that potentially they wouldn't have played otherwise, or maybe they have played it, but they just haven't played it in a long time, and see everyone kind of overcoming obstacles in their own way. It is a delight to watch.
And watching the learning process as well, it's so interesting seeing like what they pick up and what they've realized they may have been doing wrong in a run and like going at it from a different angle. It's quite interesting to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, okay.
I didn't say anything, but Ruben,
Actually in the clear.
I intentionally was like, I'm just going to keep talking about something else.
Ruben is on to the aquatic rune zone. I think this is the first time we've seen Ruben get to the zone.
I'm so excited for Ruben right now. This is
excited.
This is gonna feel really good.
Yeah. It kind of looks like Ruben is just jumping up and down, potentially for joy, maybe releasing some frustrations. Who knows? But
I'm so sorry if a noise just went off. My real normal wake up time alarm just went off and I couldn't figure out what was going on.
Okay, it looks like we're giving the racers a little bit more time. Bentley is saying hi to everybody.
Oh, hi,
Parker
Bentley.
is
Oh,
also-
hi, Parker.
Oh gosh.
So Ruben's going to have to get used to these water mechanics like we've been watching Red get through. And already it looks like they're a little bit frustrating there. And Tails is once again stealing those air bubbles.
Oh my goodness, Tails. It's a Tails' hold this time. I hope you all have enjoyed Megan and I commentating today, because it's never gonna happen again.
This is it. They're like, never can these two people be together again. I know how uncomfortable compliments make you, Bears, because we're the same person and I hate them as well. But I actually got some really lovely messages over the past week saying how excited they were for both of us to be commentating together, because apparently we're always a lot of fun when we're together. And I was like, oh no,
Oh no,
don't send me those.
It's always fun doing things like this with you, Meg.
Oh, right back at you. We have the best time. If you don't know as well, Bears is one of the wonderful humans who made our channel trailer, which debuted today, which is just so amazing and it's so good, as well as featuring the voices of some of our main sneak ops, Mel, Cos, and Jen. So if you haven't seen that yet, I believe, is it over on YouTube? Is that right?
Yeah, I think it's on both Twitch and YouTube.
So you can definitely go and check out that trailer if you're a little curious as to what's going on with Sneak. Unsure of what the whole system is. That channel trailer might help you out just a little bit. Not heaps, but a little bit.
And it looks like, okay, very exciting. Ruben and Redbeard are on Act 2 of Aquatic Rune Zone.
That is so exciting. They're really getting through it now. They've figured out a lot of the system.
This is really
Absolutely
incredible.
Great choice.
Too,
Sorry.
Oh, no, please. Sorry. No. It does look like Ruben, if this is his first time in the aquatic zone, for him to be advancing so quickly is really exciting too.
Yeah, absolutely. And yes, like Mel said, April is still like the bits that she's going over, she's really gotten the hang of a few of these bits.
Yeah.
It's just these platforms, I think. These platforms here, this jump is really getting to her a little bit.
Yeah, and the curse of the top right. That strikes again, I guess. It's truly not anything April's doing. It's just the positioning of the gameplay.
Maybe in the future we need to be putting our more established races in the top right. Newbies don't get the top right spot anymore.
Okay, Ruben continued, so that's a relieving sight. I know that chat's going wild over that.
It's very stressful watching that continue countdown and knowing that I'm not clicking it. One of the stresses I wasn't expecting out of this.
100%. Potentially I'll take the bullet this time.
Thank you.
We'll see where Ruben goes with it. Or sorry, Redbeard. Hopefully good things happen. Cross your fingers, everybody. I won't say
Fingers,
exactly.
toes, arms, legs.
I won't say exactly what I wish to happen, but
Cross your eyes, don't watch. It's
yeah, exactly. Cross everything.
It's an interesting mechanic, this boss fight, having to use the arrows to make your way up to our little egg friend there.
Yeah, it really is. Those arrows are so delicate looking. It's doesn't seem
Having
super...
to avoid getting hit by them, but also utilize them. It's
Yeah.
looks like it's quite tricky. I'm quite impressed with how Red's going with it.
Yeah, absolutely. And Tails is doing nothing. Classic Tails. Oh,
Well
oh
done!
my gosh.
Oh, that's got to feel so good.
It has to. Are we calling it there, potentially?
One stage in a dream.
No. Okay, yeah, I wanted to be sure. I see some inner workings happening. So Redbeard has the first
Casino
act.
next stage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which
Oh,
looks
that's
like a-
interesting. I feel like I didn't get a good chance to watch this when Fleek was running through it, actually. So
yeah, same. These bouncing off these Captain America shields.
I was just thinking that. I watched Endgame yesterday, and I was like, maybe it's just because I've recently watched Marvel, but that looks like Captain America's shield.
This looks like a really fun level. Probably just all the more fun just to be here in the first place. Just a nice release to not have to stare at the chemicals and the aquatic runes.
Getting some different colors on the screen must just feel really good.
Yeah. And crushing Tails there.
Yeah,
justifiably
see
so.
it, Tails. Don't come back.
I love how every time April gets to this point of going from one platform to the other, we get to see Sonic in that animation of like
The little
teetering on the edge.
teetering.
Yeah,
But I really love it.
it is. That's a nice.
The
little
design
treasure.
of this casino stage is really cool too. Like the way they've managed to get like the neon aesthetic to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's amazing what they've been able to do with the graphics.
Yeah. Oh, that was so tricky. I guess so dirty of this level to do, to have an enemy right at the end of that ramp.
Oh,
Because
you wanted to go fast? No.
yeah, exactly. Oh gosh. It certainly. So Redbeard is at that point where there's the bumper that was getting in the way of. Oh gosh.
I don't know if you guys all felt that, but I felt that.
You just see the blocks get closer and closer and closer.
The nerves are real.
All right, so April's at that same point. Just has to jump. I say just. It has to jump across.
Just has to do it. Just has to.
God, once you get in that water, the grape water, of course.
The grape water. Yeah.
It's just so hard to get out of it. The controls can definitely be a little slippery too, which is, I'm sure, why she's kind of taking it tentatively, which makes sense.
It's hard with that landing too, because it's you're trying to guess where you're going to land, so you're trying to accommodate for it. But if you're jumping and rolling, he takes that extra step, and that really appears to be what's killing her on those landings there.
Yeah, and then also the difference of the speed and the movement in the water as opposed to being above land really has a...
Yeah, it's not like you just land and get to go again. It's land, then you're in the water, then you're in the spikes. Like
Yeah.
This section has got to be awful.
This section is definitely a contender for the worst section in these chemical plant zones.
I have no doubt what we're going to hear with the worst section.
All right, and Redbeard seems to be stuck in that dip a little bit. Hopefully we'll be able to get out soon. Just a weird combination of trying to pinball yourself around.
I love the pinball aesthetic of this level though. Like that really feels like it's a massive throwback to those of us who might have played some of the older PC games before internet was easily accessible.
Yeah, 100%. I remember playing pinball all the time. On
All the
PC.
time. Had to get that high score and keep it.
No, I didn't shoot for high scores. I wasn't that good.
I'm the first of 5 kids. I was competitive as heck. There was first place or nothing in my house.
All right,
This spring thing is, there we go.
Yeah. Redbear's making really good progress. Ruben's having some aquatic times there in the runes.
Hopefully a little refreshing to be having this kind of game over as opposed to the last few that we've had. It's nice that we're getting them to start that little bit later. I feel like that'd be a big relief.
Yeah, absolutely. Instead of having to start all the way back at Green Path, you know? And what? I looked at Redbeard's screen and I was just confused as to where he was.
Just, casual gambling always included in old games.
I do love, it's such a strange, okay, so so you just get a bunch of extra rings there, I guess is the point of it.
That's pretty great, actually. That's stocking up. That is actually a good way to do it.
I wonder if Redbeard is accidentally getting stuck in that loop, and every time he enters it, just being like, oh, God, not again.
We're sitting here going, maybe it's a tactic, and he's just screaming.
Oh,
yes.
Number 2 good friend.
Congratulations! Look at that cartridge. That is gorgeous. This art is so good. I love it. Well done, Redbeard.
So exciting.
A very well-earned second place there.
Absolutely. I wonder, I think that was what we were waiting for, so we might call it now. I can go into potentially a racer voice chat and let the racers know. And I believe, are we doing an intermission between now and the debrief? Okay. Sounds
right there.
Just do it quick. Okay.
Okay, Mel.
I'll work on pulling the racers in then.
Now it's a party.
Yeah. Good job, everyone. I'll work on
welcome on in, guys.
Really quickly.
Congratulations, you guys did so well.
Absolutely. That was that looked like a fun time.
Fun word.
Yes, you are welcome to stop playing.
I'm not stopping playing.
I mean, you can,
and never again.
Never again. We'll probably just go down the list and ask you all a couple of questions about your experience. I think Meg and I are going to rotate, but we might just have inter. Oh man, we've been watching a lot of Sonic.
My brain is just loops and rings and bright colors in my eyes.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll probably start with you, April, aka Pamels. If you want to unmute, how did it go? What were your thoughts? How you feeling?
It was frustrating, but weirdly fun. I've never played a Sonic game before. And
for your first Sonic attempt, that was very good. I'm so impressed.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you could probably tell, I couldn't get past this freaking platforming part in this stage. But yeah, it was fun. I liked it. I'm really frustrated, and I'm going to be kind of angry about it for a while. But
that
is a natural feeling.
Yeah, absolutely. That looked like a really rough point. And I will ask this question probably to everybody, but I'm guessing I can probably guess the answer. What was your favorite, maybe, and least favorite area?
Least favorite area, the one I've done. This like zone, the chemical plant stuff is
chemical plant.
A lot of that is just like got lost sometimes too. Like sometimes
Yeah.
I would,
Completely fair, yeah.
feel like I wouldn't know where I was going, and then I just get lost and be like, where am I? And now I'm getting, squished by books.
Frustrated, and we're drowning, and it was just a whole mix of things in that zone.
They really threw a lot of unfortunate platforming combinations at everybody in that zone for sure.
Yeah. Favorite, I actually also the same zone, like being zipped around. That was fun.
There were some really quick bits in that zone, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we loved being able to see the animation of we got to see from your playthrough the animation a lot of Sonic kind of like teetering off the edge of the
Yeah,
platform.
that was pretty cute.
Just balancing.
It was a nice, cute little thing to see right before death. But you did really well. It was I could tell that you were getting quite frustrated at the end there, but that is completely valid because that area, everyone struggled. Don't feel alone there.
Absolutely. Yeah, thank you for racing with us too. Meg, if you wanna
I'd love to. So Redbeard, how'd you feel? How'd you go?
My least favorite part was probably the save state part.
The real challenge of the game was trying to put that code in so you could get back to the end, and then you just blitz through the whole game again anyway.
I grinded through it, like I said in chat. But no, probably my favorite level was probably like the second one, because that was the one that I felt was like a little bit of a challenge.
Definitely, yeah.
And then like I really like this last level we're on with the casino.
Yeah, the casino, we were saying the aesthetic of it was really cool, and it had a few different mechanics, which was good.
Yeah. That's why I'm going to kind of continue to play through it.
we were wondering how the save state might go, because I know for sure that if I were in the same position, I would be struggling with that as well. And already being in the middle of a race, plus having to try to figure out the ins and outs of that with the emulator would be really rough. But you did really well catching back up and securing that spot. You nailed it.
Thanks.
Getting that second place trophy. Congratulations. Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, and then Ruben, our returning racer, how you feeling?
Hi. That pink water was a meanie bobini.
Yeah, it was.
It really was.
You did so well, though. We loved watching it.
Yeah, I didn't even make it to the casino. That was hard. It felt like I was on ice the whole time.
Yeah, that's interesting. We were kind of talking about how that the mechanics of that would be really rough, because you're meant to go so fast through those levels, and then with that zone in particular too, you have to like stop and do different things with the platforming.
Especially the parts where the ground would collapse and you're already moving super fast. That was not fun.
Yeah, having to really stop and think is just completely opposite to what you've been doing up until that point. So
Yeah.
very unnatural, but we think you smashed it. You did really well.
Yeah, we were so excited to see you get to that aquatic rune zone.
Oh, the hype was so real.
How did that feel? Were you
Yeah.
excited, or were you kind of like, oh, finally?
No, I literally almost cried when I beat that boss. in the second world.
Just a full release.
Yeah.
If it makes you feel any better, I do take a lot of the blame for some of your boss defeats, because every time I said you were close to beating them, you game over. So I just stopped commentating on your level.
We just held our breath eventually.
Yeah, the jinx is real.
Yeah. Thank you so much for racing.
Thank you so much for being here. Sleek, how'd you go? How'd you feel? Just absolutely blitzed through it.
Nostalgia trip. I don't know. I used to play that game all the time.
So you've played Sonic before? Yeah. Okay.
we were not in when I grew up. We were not allowed to have the cool gaming system like the Super Nintendo. So our parents seemed to always give us things that were, they were like new. Video games were new, but then it was like a question of like, should we get them the one that everyone else has? No, we should get them the one that no one else has. So we were like
This
the only
kind of
people
off-brand thing, yeah.
yeah.
Well, it went well for you today because you've walked away with that first prize. I'm so sorry, Bailey's just whinging in the background. Please just ignore him. You picked up that first place and you got there so quickly.
Yeah, I was keeping a pretty good pace, I think about a minute and a half through all the stages. There were a couple that I didn't quite remember what to do, so those took me a little bit of time to figure that out. But as soon as I hit, there was some dumb yellow spring in the first level where it shoots you backward, and in my head when I accidentally hit it, because I was like, okay, don't hit it. In my head I just saw everybody go right past me, and I was like, okay, well, coming in last again. All right. Oh well.
And how did it feel racing again? Have you enjoyed coming back for that race?
I always love to do these sneak bike races. They're really fun. This is the first time that I played a game that I knew, so that was a bit of a different experience. But
Okay, yeah.
In general, I really like the idea of having that sort of adrenaline rush for,
Yeah, absolutely.
30 minutes to 3 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, you all did so well. It was an absolute pleasure to watch. It was a lot of
You really
fun.
did. Thank you so much for racing with us today.
Thanks for doing this.
Any time. And if you are looking to race in the future, there is a form that Nightbot's just popped in the chat there. And we've got that Discord as well. So please come in anytime.
Yeah, and I think we're probably gearing up to raid fairly soon. Let me just rings in my head. That's all. That's all I have.
All there is. Rings and pink grape juice.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like we'll be raiding Little Nemo 1. Little Nemo sounds like a familiar name because we've played that game before. He plays video games every day on Twitch and then goes to sleep. That is his bio, which we love.
I've never appreciated a bio more than in this moment.
I'm so excited to meet this individual. You can call him Nemo or Zach. Thank you for dropping potentially in advance those raid calls. Also, yes, please, if you haven't already joined our Discord or followed the socials, please go follow all of those. And all of our fantastic racers who joined us today. Thank you also, Meg, for commentating with me today. It's been an absolute treasure.
Thank you for having me. And right back at you. Thank you for going through this with me and doing that thing that we do. It's always a pleasure.
And thank you all to chat. Thanks everybody for coming in and cheering on the racers with us. It's just been a lovely way to spend a Saturday. So thanks for all for being here. If you want to copy and paste one of those raid calls, we'll go say hi to Little Nemo.
Thank you so much for joining us, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure.